think the beauty of modern roles, as opposed to maybe 10, 15 years ago, is obviously IT is far more abundant, it's far more cost effective and ultimately more accessible. So in my role now, I have some magnification software which I use on my laptop every day, which speaks to me, be it reading a spreadsheet or a Word document or a website. Also, of course, you can enlarge the text as well, which is sometimes possible. But I think outside and away from IT, just having the ability to increase text on Word documents and stuff like that, which is something we all have to sort of deal with as well. I mean, people will hand you a printed piece of paper and say, "Can you deal with that?" And you have to find a way to do it, which is either scan it in and enlarge it, or use a magnification device. So that's the sort of way technology is helping me at the minute and allowing me to do my job.
The beauty of today's society is that it's very much going down a paperless route, and I don't think there was anything handed to me over all the work experience that I've done. I can't just say back to them and say, "Can I have that in electronic format?" So I use JAWS, which is a screen reading software, and I do a lot of reading on an iPad as well, which is very accessible now, and that really in conjunction with a magnifier. So that really opens up, any sort of text is made accessible, whether it be online, PDF format or Word format. Everything's accessible to me, and there's very, very little that you can't that can't be made accessible really. So it's helped me to really access text and anything really in terms of on databases as well in more things.
Use a piece of software called Magic for magnification, and also I've got a flatbed scanner if I need to scan things in because of work. I deal with a lot of incidents to do with food packaging that picked up with port health. It's like being able to scan in the can of food or the label so I can enlarge it up so it's big enough so that I can kind of see the ingredients and things on that. And if there's anything where I kind of need to go out of the office, or say I need to go to a local authority or port health, I can take a sighted assistant with me.
What about your four-legged friend?
My four-legged partner in crime does assist me at every able opportunity, but there are some instances through work that, like if I'm going into a lab or something like that, for obvious reasons she can't come with me. But most places have been really accommodating, and sort of like reception staff are all queuing up going, "Can I look after the dog for the day?"
Yeah, at work I'm still waiting on some technology, but similar to some of the others, I use JAWS, which I'm not sure how many of you use that. It's screen reading software. Because of my level of sight, I'm not able to use magnification, so I rely on JAWS to read documents to me. At work I'm also going to be using a digital voice recorder, so then I can, say if I'm in a meeting, I can record certain things so that I can refer back to that as opposed to having to memorise everything or type it quickly. Also, sort of at home, I also use something called Kurt's file, which is where any paper documents you can put into a scanner and then it will read it back through the computer, which is something I find really useful.
Good.
Yeah, and so also I've found on the iPhone, it's actually in the accessibility settings something called VoiceOver, which that means it's, even though it's a touchscreen phone, it's really accessible.
I think with my case, because I'm doing law, there's a lot of reading obviously, so at first I used to use a handheld magnifier, but I started facing back problems, so now I use a digital magnifier which I plug onto the TV, and I'm able to sit and just read the textbook which is projected on the TV, and I usually find it quite useful to use another magnifier to read the newspaper when I'm on the tube or anything. So it's a smaller magnifier produced by the same company, which is Carson, and I'm able to reverse the color contrast, so I can have black background and white writing. It helps me read clearer. So those are the two magnifiers I use. On the computer I use Zoom Text, which is also a zooming software, and that's about it. Consider yourself lucky to be in a time where technology is very accessible and everything's made easy for you. So we should be thankful.